This is a very special video and an important video as it has updates for some of my most popular videos from 2023. This is everything I learned from you in 2023. I know it's late, but it's still important. Not to mention that I have been playing for over 2,500 hours and did not know this stuff. So, you might want to stick around. The first tip I have for you that is from an updated video is for the Asylum dress. So I was unable to locate the comment for this one, but thank you for telling me this. When you're hunting the Red Asylum dress, you can literally increase your drop rate just by leaving and re-entering the asylum multiple times. I tested this and can confirm that it works. You can see it in the footage below that I had just one asylum, and then when I left a couple times and came back, I had a second one, and then I left and came back a couple times and I had a third one. So all three beds had a spawn at that point. So I will be fast forwarding through all of this so that way you guys can watch it and see for yourselves. I did about 5 times each time. It was recommended to do about 5 to 10 times. I've seen it work just with 2 or 3 or even 1 time. So it does work. It's still a very hard grind, but it does help you out a little bit, and it increases your odds if you're on a private server. I didn't have the quote, like I said, for this one, whoever gave it to me, so I really appreciate it, but I do have where I responded back to somebody with this information. Tip number 2 comes from Dark Rogue. Some of you may recognize this one as it's the map in the train station. I did do a short on this. Rogue did not know what it was, and so I investigated, and the result was that you can locate train stations you don't know by using that map. Tip number 3 will be adding to that Deathclaw egg video that I have. I was told during a live stream, I cannot remember who told me this, but thank you, because you guys know I love Deathclaws, and this really helped me out. So this is actually 2 tips in one. So I was told that there was 4 Deathclaw nests in the Tunnel of Love. Now in my video I have 3, so I did not know that there was a 4th one. I also did not know at that 4th nest there's another Deathclaw that actually spawns in when you're trying to get the parts. So there's 2 legendary Deathclaws in the Tunnel of Love event, and I just had no idea. So enjoy that. Tip number 4 will be an update to that bats video I did. So there are rare bats. They don't just spawn in random spawn locations, but they can also spawn inside vendors. And I had no idea about this. Indie Rap, a longtime channel member, was actually the first one to point this out to me by messaging me and telling me that the vendor in Pleasant Valley has a chance to sell them. I go to Pleasant Valley all the time. It's one of my favorite locations, so I'm surprised I actually didn't know this, but that vendor spawns 6 of each weapon. And because they spawn 6, when they spawn bats, that's 6 different chances you have to get one of those rare color bats. Now, I've also been told by several other comments that was left, you can see here, I got comments from Ace Holt, Zarda, and Nomad about these exact locations. So make sure that you go through and look at these. I've been told that White Springs also sells them, and I have went down there and confirmed that there's 2 vendors down there that actually sells bats. One of them only sells like 1, and it's at the kid store, and the other one does the same thing that the vendor bot does at Pleasant Valley. And then there's also one supposedly at Foundation. So my advice to you is if you see any vendor that's selling weapons, especially 6 of them, I would suggest if you're trying to get those rare bats to actually just jump worlds and check that vendor constantly. Tip number 5, I'm actually slightly ashamed that I didn't know this tip. It has to do with your private worlds, and that there's actually settings for your private worlds. Now, why I'm embarrassed is because I tell you guys all the time to make sure you read your prompts, make sure you're reading the bottom of the screen, and I failed to do that. So if you look at the bottom of your screen the next time that you go into your private world, you can see that there's 2 settings that you get just by selecting a different button. Tip number 6 is one that I haven't shared yet, and this one also comes from Dark Rogue. I've known this for a little bit, and I've been trying to do a tip video, and it's just not been able to get it out from being sick and the holidays, and it's really long. So anyway, this one is actually pretty important, especially if you like to display stuff. So now you can actually display clothing in your cabinets. Yes, your cabinets. So you can go in and select it just like you do your Fajnot mask or your stuffed animals or whatever. You can actually just display that Red Asylum dress right there on the shelf. So thank you, Dark Rogue, for that one as well. Number 7 is actually an update to my possum video. So if you ever need to know possum locations, here is a couple more that was given to me during a live stream. I do believe that Fall Damage actually is the one that told me this. If I am wrong, I am sorry, but thank you to whoever actually told me. So there's always a spawn for about 3 to 5 possums up near White Powder Winter Sports. Now I have one in the video, but this is a different location and this one's guaranteed. There's also another guaranteed spawn location for one that is over next to Flatwoods. And it's over there next to the hotel. And it's down there every single time. Just be careful if you need it to be alive for any reason. It will die very quickly, so just be careful when you're killing the mole rats that come after you. Now, if you turn around where you spawn at in this location, there is another instance spawn location right there that can spawn all different things. You can see right now I have frogs, but you can also get possums there. So, if you need it, there it is. Tip number 8 is one that I am kind of shocked that I didn't know because I am a loot goblin, but I was told this during a live stream and I cannot remember who told me, but thank you so much for telling me. Since I like to run around with an explosive weapon, I am all the time knocking everything off the shelves and then I can't locate things like salt and pepper or magazines or bobbleheads, like they just go flying everywhere. And because of this tip, I can actually continue to blast everything in, vicinity and blow it all to Kingdom Come and then still be able to find my stuff. And that is after you get done killing everything with that explosive weapon or a grenade or whatever you're using, you just fast travel away from that location, like actually away. You can't be too close. You actually have to fast travel pretty far distance away. Then you just come back. All that stuff will be in the right spot again. It just resets. But the bad guys are still dead. So thank you to whoever told me that. 2023 has been a wild ride, guys, and I am so thankful to each and every one of you. I don't even know how to express how I truly feel. I am not very good with words, but I will definitely tell you that I just didn't know that I would get so much support from this community and that this channel would go as far as it did in a year. Like, it just has shocked me to my core. I am at 5,000 subscribers as of the time of me actually recording this video, and I have no words to express my gratitude. So thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. I hope that I've helped you as much as you've helped me. And to those that have helped me the most, a huge thank you to all my Death Claws. Quantum Death Claws, Plana, Indie Rap, and It's Dante. My glowing Death Claws, Bud Emmer, Hokey97, D20 Jenny, Sandra, RHPS 4711, Nukabat, The Red Y, Commander Gold 93, Airlie Aussie, and SB2X3. Last but not least, the baby Death Claws, Turkey Maker, Chaos Time 1751, El Motafaka Channel, Hooser Hawk, Robert Rose Now, Mr. Mark Spencer, Carl Bingham, Bimmy J. Bogbush, Bruh Loca, Michael Barnett, Arctic Grandma, Gentuga, Gunlock 76, Vladimir Pondovsky, and Jesse Alsplaya. Sorry, Jesse. Without you, I know that this channel would not have made it, so I really, really appreciate you guys. And to everyone, I love you. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys in the wasteland.